Eggsy Unwin's life has been shaped by the harsh realities of a tough neighborhood in London. Raised by his single mother, Eggsy has often found himself on the wrong side of the law, his troubled upbringing leaving him with little hope for a bright future. He's surrounded by crime, poverty, and violence, making it difficult for him to break free from the cycle. Despite these challenges, Eggsy has a sharp mind and an untapped potential that few people in his life see. His life takes a turn, however, when he is arrested for stealing a car, a reckless act that seems to define his existence. Yet, this seemingly meaningless incident becomes the turning point for his future. Harry Hart, a distinguished member of the Kingsman Secret Intelligence Agency, sees something in Eggsy that others overlook. After witnessing Eggsy's arrest, Harry decides to step in, offering him a second chance. Harry understands that there is more to the young man than what appears on the surface. He tells Eggsy about the Kingsman Agency, a covert organization that operates with the highest levels of secrecy and sophistication. It is an elite group of agents who serve to protect the world, and Harry offers Eggsy the opportunity to become a part of it. This offer comes after the tragic death of a Kingsman agent in the line of duty, leaving an opening that Harry believes Eggsy might be able to fill. Eggsy is skeptical at first, but soon agrees to undergo the intense training required to become a Kingsman recruit. The training is grueling, consisting of physical challenges that test his endurance and intellect, as well as lessons in etiquette and refinement, skills that are far from Eggsy's rough-and-tumble upbringing. As he competes against other recruits, he faces a series of obstacles, both physical and mental, that challenge his very identity. His life outside of the training facility remains just as chaotic. He still has to deal with the strain of living in a lower-class neighborhood, trying to care for his mother while navigating the temptations and distractions that threaten to derail his progress. Despite the overwhelming odds, Eggsy begins to show signs of potential. Initially, he struggles with the demands of the training, but as time passes, he starts to excel. He grows in confidence, proving that he is more than just a product of his environment. His relationship with Harry deepens, with Harry becoming something of a mentor and father figure to him. Eggsy realizes that the Kingsman training not only equips him with the skills to become a top-tier agent, but also helps him build a sense of purpose and direction in his life. The bond between Harry and Eggsy becomes pivotal as Harry sees Eggsy's transformation from a troubled youth to a capable and determined young man, ready to take on the challenges that lie ahead. Richmond Valentine, a tech billionaire with a seemingly philanthropic agenda, has developed a disturbing plan to drastically reduce the world's population. Under the guise of helping the planet, he creates free SIM cards, promising to provide them to anyone who wants one. However, these cards contain a sinister technology that triggers violent and deadly behaviors in the people who use them. Valentine's scheme is far more than a corporate initiative. It is part of a larger, more horrific vision to initiate widespread chaos and destruction across the globe. By manipulating people to commit random acts of violence, Valentine aims to force governments to enact extreme measures, ultimately creating the conditions for a mass population culling. His twisted sense of justice drives him to believe that this is the only way to save the world from its own destruction. To further his plan and gain the support of world leaders, Valentine invites a select group of them to a special event. At this high-profile gathering, he presents his technology as the solution to the world's most pressing issue: climate change. He promises that his technology will help reduce carbon emissions and restore balance to the environment. This pitch is calculated to win the approval of powerful global figures who are eager to find a way to combat the climate crisis. However, As he unveils his proposal, his true intentions remain hidden beneath the surface. Valentine's charm and business acumen allow him to mask his sinister agenda, convincing the leaders that he is a visionary rather than a dangerous criminal mastermind. Meanwhile, as Eggsy's training continues, Harry and other Kingsman agents begin to investigate Valentine's operations. They have grown suspicious of his activities, especially after learning about the suspicious nature of his SIM card technology. They believe that there is something much darker at play, and they work tirelessly to uncover the truth. Harry, who has become increasingly concerned about the extent of Valentine's power and influence, digs deeper into his background. It quickly becomes apparent that Valentine's mission is not one of mere technological advancement, but a carefully orchestrated plan to manipulate the world into chaos. The Kingsman agents race against time to expose Valentine before his plan can be fully realized. As their investigation progresses, Valentine finally reveals the full scope of his malevolent scheme. He unveils his plan to initiate a mass extermination by distributing the SIM cards worldwide. The cards, when activated, will cause the masses to descend into violent, uncontrollable chaos. The violence will spread like wildfire, leaving devastation in its wake and pushing the world to the brink of collapse. Valentine sees this as a necessary step in reducing the human population and ensuring the survival of the planet. His vision is chilling, and the realization of his true intentions sends shockwaves through the Kingsman team. During a mission to stop Valentine, Harry is captured by the villain and subjected to his twisted plans. As he is held captive, Harry becomes a pawn in Valentine's sick game. Valentine reveals his plan to Harry, showing him the full extent of his control and manipulation. Despite the danger and the horrific implications of Valentine's actions, Harry remains determined to stop him. His capture only strengthens his resolve, and it is clear that he will stop at nothing to prevent Valentine from carrying out his deadly scheme. Now a fully fledged Kingsman agent, Eggsy is given the monumental task of stopping Richmond Valentine and saving the world from the devastating plan he has set in motion. Eggsy, who once struggled to find his place in life, now finds himself in a high-stakes battle to prevent global destruction. As he faces this challenge, Eggsy uncovers the full extent of Valentine's plan, realizing just how dangerous the tech billionaire truly is. The weight of the mission becomes clear as Eggsy prepares for the ultimate confrontation, knowing that the fate of millions rests on his shoulders. His training and newfound skills will be tested to their limits as he confronts Valentine and his forces head-on. In a dramatic and tense showdown, Eggsy finally faces off against Valentine and his armed forces. Armed with the high-tech gadgets and combat training provided by the Kingsman Agency, Eggsy uses every tool at his disposal to take on Valentine's minions. The fight is intense and filled with action, as Eggsy proves that he is more than capable of handling the deadly situation. He applies everything he has learned, from his physical endurance and quick thinking to his mastery of sophisticated weapons, displaying a level of skill that sets him apart from the other recruits. Each moment of the battle is a test of Eggsy's resolve, and his resourcefulness shines through as he takes down Valentine's forces one by one. With each victory, Eggsy draws closer to confronting Valentine himself and putting an end to his evil plan. Amid the chaos of the confrontation, Eggsy manages to rescue Harry, who has been gravely wounded during his earlier capture by Valentine. Harry, who had been a mentor to Eggsy, now finds himself in need of saving. In a moment of mutual trust and camaraderie, Eggsy uses his newfound skills and the Kingsman gadgets to help Harry escape Valentine's clutches. With Harry's condition critical, the two agents work together to track down Valentine's location, preparing for the final confrontation. Eggsy, now fully embracing his role as a Kingsman agent, is determined to stop Valentine once and for all, and to prevent the global catastrophe that looms. As they close in on Valentine's hideout, Eggsy's resolve is unwavering, ready for whatever comes next. The final action-packed sequence unfolds as Eggsy and the Kingsman team infiltrate Valentine's lair and face off against him in a battle that will determine the future of the world. With the countdown to mass destruction ticking down, Eggsy and his fellow agents use all their resources and tactics to neutralize Valentine and his deadly technology. The tension is palpable as the seconds slip away, but with Eggsy leading the charge, they manage to stop the countdown just in time. In a decisive move, Eggsy takes down Valentine, preventing the global catastrophe and ensuring that the world remains safe. The Kingsman Agency's mission is a success, and Eggsy has proven himself as a capable and fearless agent. Eggsy returns home, now officially a Kingsman agent, and in a surprising turn of events, he earns the respect of his mother. Once a troubled young man with little direction, Eggsy has now risen to become part of an elite organization that serves to protect the world. His transformation is complete, and his mother, who once doubted his potential, finally sees the man he has become. Eggsy's place in the Kingsman Agency is solidified, and he takes on the mantle with pride, knowing that he has earned his place among the world's most skilled and respected operatives. His journey from a streetwise young man to a full-fledged agent is a testament to his growth, and he looks ahead to the future with a renewed sense of purpose.